Hi everybody! From all the TV boxes released this year, I believe this one is the best looking and is really affordable. Its most hardware-pumped configuration reaches $49, and for what it offers, the HK1 is quite a deal. Come on, let's take a closer look. Welcome everyone, it's the Tech4O channel, Michael speaking, and what we do here is to review cool tech. Subscribing to the channel is for free, and every week I present you the most interesting gadgets from the tech world. Here's a device which can turn any TV into a smart device, allowing you to watch your favorite TV show, to run YouTube and watch it in 4K, or play a favorite Android game on a large screen, or simply stream whatever you like from your smartphone and see it on a large beautiful screen. We have many times talked about the difference between Android TV-based devices, where hardware and software undergo the strict Google approvals and regulations, and you can respectively take advantage of YouTube, Netflix, regular updates and other paid services in full quality, and the other big group, the cheap Chinese TV boxes that use better hardware and stock like Android, but may have some software limitations due to the lack of certifications. Luckily, the Android community is so creative lately that you can easily find a cure for almost everything. And the big benefit of the latter group, besides the price, is the capability to use everything from Play Store and also enjoy all the goodies that rooting an Android device may bring. The HK1 belongs to the second group of the devices mentioned, but the software engineers have actually brought it quite close to the way Android TV performs and behaves. Let me tell you first about the hardware and the visual part related to this TV box. It all actually started pretty badly, with the expectations being lowered by the look of the package. This is what may happen if you use regular postal service, and obviously the box of this one is not made out of thick enough cardboard. Of course, I was concerned about the health of the box itself, and luckily everything on the inside was fine. There's a HDMI cable, a power adapter, remote controller with a few buttons that could be programmed so that you don't have to use two different remotes, and a basic user guide. Good to have something to read, but most of what you will learn comes naturally and there isn't any need to go through the guide, especially if you already have and use an Android smartphone, because essentially the TV box is like a smartphone, with the difference that the TV is your display. We can kickstart the learning process by reprogramming the buttons needed, press and hold, and point the TV remote to the remote of the TV box. You can add the source button, volume up and down, and of course the power button. Quite useful. The box on the outside looks stunning. Rounded box with small monochromatic LED display on the front, which can show the time and status of the box, and I like a lot that feature. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be possible to shut off the display via the remote unless you power the device off entirely. Two USB ports, AV out and an HDMI port. Oh, and RJ45 for LAN connectivity, only 200 megabits. The hardware on the inside is not too bad. Quad-core CPU by Rockchip with the integrated pentacore Mali 450 graphics unit, 2 or 4 GB RAM, and between 16 and 64 GB storage, depending on the configuration you choose to buy. To connect or install the TV box, the HDMI cable goes into your TV, the power adapter goes into the power socket, and you're ready to rock. Let's move on and take a look at the software and the performance. Default launcher is the well-known Media Box version 3 launcher used by many similar devices. The interface of the HK1 looks very close to Android TV, which is a plus because it is very remote control friendly. You can recognize that by many things: the grouping of the menus, the structure of the launcher, even the app permissions are nicely set. A quicker journey through the settings shows very good structure, and each configuration part is really well grouped. That makes the box stand out, and the picture configuration options, because you can do a lot more than what most of the cheap TV boxes allow you to. Besides the resolution choice, which is really nice and can be running even in 4K, you can fine-tune the colors, the sharpness, the gamma, the vibrance, and make the output look in accordance to your own preferences. The TV box comes pre-rooted with Super SU installed. This lets you easily install Magisk and use extra modules if there's the need to. Not much of bloatware, there are a few pre-installed apps. Most of them are related to online streaming of content or app installation, like Mobdraw, which is one of the popular IPTV apps, not available on Play Store and letting you watch TV online. And a couple of other apps which also may run online TV for free. Actually, that app, the Showbox, is working really well, and most of the streams were loading within a second or two. However, most of the popular global channels like MTV, VH1, Eurosport and so on are apparently missing. The HK1 supports all the latest audio and video protocols, including the YouTube's protocol for video compression called VP9, which has two major implications. First, YouTube playback is buttery smooth, and secondly, you can view the videos even in 4K, which is perfect. And it's one of the very few cheap TV boxes that can do that without any additional modifications. Video playback of files is also great, no matter if we talk about high-efficiency video codec or normal H.264, it all works fine, no jittering or stuttering, HDR10 supported, audio is well in sync, and if you want to go for more exciting configs, there are plenty of options to choose from. Let's go through some benchmarks and hardware data. Keep in mind that nowadays they don't have such a significant importance, but I know that these values are important for some of you. The HK1 doesn't shine at all. Furthermore, this processor is known for its mediocre performance, and Geekbench 4, one of the most reputable CPU testers, shows how far away it is from decent performance. Can't catch up even with the score of the OnePlus One, a smartphone, although flagship, released back in 2014. Luckily, for a modern TV box, the benchmark test results are not that important because the CPU is being offloaded by the many embedded on the hardware level codecs. Let's take the gameplay as an example. Rio Racing 3 was a kind of full ride, but the more CPU-intensive games definitely struggled to load. Some of them were even marked as unsupported. Loading the game is not as quick as on the Nvidia Shield TV, for instance, but, well, you get what you pay for. Actually, with this HK1 TV box, the ratio is probably way better. Mentioning the performance, it's good to know that if the box seems a little warmer to you, that's normal and expected from this grade of CPU inside. I've been stressing the device a lot. No freezes, no overheating, I didn't really notice any throttling or severe performance degradation. It's easy to connect a Bluetooth controller, and within less than $60 in total, here's a cheap gaming console that can run thousands of games from Play Store. To the improvements you can make within less than a minute, here's an excellent tip. Enable developer options by going into settings and pressing 7 times on the build number, then find the 3 animation settings, set them to 0.5, and this will make the interface much quicker at the cost of some dropped frames you may notice occasionally. The OS is very stable, Android 9, with a 2019 security patch level. Don't expect frequent updates, if any happen at all. Generally, with this kind of setup, you don't need many updates. I still run at home the good old Tanix TX9 Pro, which runs Android 5, and everything is still fine. So that's been everything important about the HK1 TV box, which was kindly shared with me for a test by the big website ThinkLeo.com, and a big thanks to them for that. They were so kind to add a special promotion campaign for all of you, the Tech4O channel great audience, and make sure to check the description of the video for links to each one of the devices used and shown so far. For any questions or feedback about this or similar units, the comment section below the video is the best place to carry on. It's been such an honor to have you around, and I'm looking forward to meet you again here at the Tech4O channel. Cheers!